Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Basketball. It's week 48 in the Gaming Decathlon competition. We head into a new season, but not quite yet. It's September, so school started. Practice just about to begin. So we're still a little bit before the season starts, but I picked a different time this season for the episode. You'll see why here in a moment. So first off, though, the 2033 Pro Draft, Brian Wormley, the freshman, true freshman, starting point guard, was only about the fifth best player on the team last season, but he went ahead and declared for the draft, and sure enough, he actually made it. Not only did he make it, but he made it in the first round. 22nd overall, Brian Wormley. So my first ever draft pick. Now, the reason why I brought it in now, well, we'll get to that in a second. One more thing. I have two players in danger of suspension. GPA pretty low, so McCamey. I just assigned him a month of tutoring and to hit the books a lot harder. And Travis Snow, 1.9 GPA, the junior, is suspended. So ineligible until the end of the semester. So he's going to miss the first part of the season, and he's also been assigned. And you'll be sad when we take a look at the ratings, but we're not there yet. Let's go to recruiting, and here's why I started it now. It's the first contact week. So I have 5 scholarships available. 1 because of Wormley leaving early, and then I just happen to have 4 vacancies this year. I do not need a center, as I have 2 very, very young centers right now, in a redshirt freshman and a true freshman who is going to redshirt this season, meaning next year I'll have a sophomore and a redshirt freshman as my main guys, and then I can recruit again the position. So I'm not too worried about a center this year, but otherwise I'll look for one of each of the other 4 positions and might keep a scholarship till the next season. But with that, we have all the top players in the West, and after the reshuffling of rankings, we can see that a few guys have plummeted in the rankings, but not so bad. They're still decent defenders, decent scorers, that they're at least on my list. And I've made some pretty decent progress with a number of these guys. Let's take a look at the call list. And by the way, I already long since cleared out those with GPAs below 2.5. And you can see Martin there at 2.5. Largent at 2.6. One of only a few players that are in danger of having an SAT score that is too low to qualify for our school. And you can see here from the top, Cliff Moss, number 3 or 4 rank overall, is looking fantastic in that I've already unlocked all of these guys. So my recruiting skills are really paying off, and we're down to Postel. And now we're done with him. Milton, just 1 left to go. There we go. Henderson, we're a ways through him as well. That's the work of my staff. They're doing a lot better this year, by the way. Here's the first new guy. That's the first time I've contacted Ford. All right. Now, we're into the recruiting. I've already got 5 scholarship offers out there. The first 4 guys plus Steele. Steele was one who kind of fit the profile of somebody I wanted and could potentially recruit. So that's why he got a scholarship offer as well. Let's go ahead and decide what to do with these guys, as we're going to give them all a shot. And chances are 3 out of 5 are going to be gone at the end of this week, as they'll get the offer they wanted right at the top of their list and they'll instantly sign. But we'll see. North Pole, Alaska. Really? Cliff Moss, North Pole, Alaska. High school senior, 3.5 GPA. The number 3 or 4 recruit in the land. Oh, man. My facilities are finally good. I might go with that. Location, we're 2 states away. Let's go with facilities. Try that. Okay, lease. Conference prestige. School prestige. That's going to hurt. Location's pretty good. We could try to go for location on this guy. Another. We're going to skip him this week as I can only visit 4. Location here. This is one that I could potentially get. This small forward out of Washington. We're definitely going to recruit location on that one. And then we've got our other guy here in Steel. And he's from Washington. Academics and location. That's why he's getting targeted here. Let's try... Let's try academics. No feedback on the parents, but they don't have influence level anyway, but he cares about academics, so we'll go with that first.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
All right. Well, I knew somebody was going to sign right away. Oh, and it's the one that I was hoping for. Puzzy was the one that I was feeling like I had a chance on, other than Brian Steele, and he's going to UCLA. So, Steele, visit went well. Okay, so there's progress on one guy. Yeah, Puzzy, that's okay. He's out, and Moss is out. So no surprise on those guys. Top recruits in the land. Didn't snag them. So we'll take these 2 off the list. Plus Puzzy. That means Hutchinson will be able to go after this week. So revoke, remove, revoke, remove. Okay. Hutchison. We're going to go for this guy this time. And... facilities? Okay, there goes Puzzy. So he's out. And Steele, we jumped to number 5 on his list. That's awesome. We went for academics, and he liked it. So we're going to pitch that again. And let's watch some film on him as well to get an update. So that would be awesome if we can sign Steele. If you remember last season, I had an absolute disaster and lost this entire short list. Tom Jones here, another potential one. He cares about location, is from Oregon, and overall is a B, so I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going for this guy here, especially when it's cheap. So I'm going to target him as well. Top 100 recruit, local kid. And we'll figure out who else to go for here in a moment, but let's go ahead and put in our calls. Okay, just enough time for one last quick call. Alright, so I have 2 scholarships left, and let's hit update here, see what we've got. So Steele looking real good. Triple interest there. I might just be able to get him signed. Maybe even this week. That would be phenomenal. So I've got 2 point guards and a power forward right now, which means either a shooting guard or a small forward is next. Mabin is the next highest guy up. So let's see. He cares about location. I can't help him there. Facilities he cares about. He is an A, so it's worth a shot. So let's go for facilities. Let's give him a shot. Let's offer him a scholarship, see what he says. I've got 1 more scholarship to offer. And let's see, who's the top small forward right now? He's only a C. DeWitt's the next best. Boy, big drop off in these small forwards, huh? Maybe just who's next? Flores? Doing a little bit of that go for the best guy. Try Flores. Give him a scholarship offer. Alright. Now, Steele, 5th on his list, but triple plus. We'll maybe host him next week if he doesn't just sign with us now. And we're going to head into scheduling. So who do we get this year? Coastal Carolina. They are low prestige. Conference O. Texas State on the road. Conference N. Texas A&M. Louisville. Conference E. That's a big matchup right there. Mississippi State, Conference D, that's another big one. South Florida on the road, that's not going to be an easy win, no. Louisiana Lafayette. This is the follow-up to last season's game. We get them on the road. Rochester Hills, Conference R at home. Portland State, still in Conference S. Troy, Conference O. And Alabama, Conference E. So I've got a few really, really tough non-conference games that are going to be very, very difficult to get past, but the rest of that schedule is pretty navigable.
You have new new mail.
And there it is, Brian Steele, verbal. We got Brian Steele. 3 guys have all gone, so Brian Steele, really impressed. McCutcheon, can't see himself playing for us. Tom Jones, good things. Mabin, good things, but 3 of these guys. Mabin is going to UW. Flores going to UCLA. And Steele, we got 1. We got 1. All right. Into recruiting. Oh, and Mabin, that went well too. So, but wait. Did Mabin, is he one of the ones that just signed with somebody? Still contact this week, so get another chance here. So McCutcheon was not happy, so we'll get him out of here. Flores, okay, it's Flores who is gone. Flores gone. Yeah, Mabin too. Okay. So Mabin's gone. Barone's gone. But Steele we got. And Tom Jones, look at that, up to 3rd for Tom Jones. So that was awesome. We are definitely going for Tom Jones then. And location. And we're going to visit him. He's also into the top 3, but interest is only some. So I'm going to wait on hosting right now, as he's not yet triple plus. If he goes triple plus, we'll ask to host him. We'll watch some film while we're at it. Make sure that stayed on location. Yeah. Alright, so Postel. Boy, I feel like I could get this guy. Do we want him though? Defense is okay. Rebounding's not very good, so maybe not. Milton's another one I could definitely go after. And he is a small forward. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's take off anybody else who has already signed, like Martin and Rainey. This is that time where a lot of names come off the list. Jacobson going to Stanford. Callaway going with him. Brown going to Wyoming where their colors are brown. Alright, go ahead and hit that update. List getting a little bit shorter. But we got one guy, and I think we've got a real shot at Jones as well, which would make 2. No A's left, but still plenty of guys inside that top 100. Which is a lot better than what I ended up with last season. So, let's see here. So I got a power forward, point guard. I don't mind if we go after him because look at, here's the next 3.
You have new mail. You have new mail. You have new mail.
All right, so 4 scholarships left. I've gone after the next set of guys as we enter October. No new additions at this point. Let's see how this went. Somebody's left. Tom Jones, really impressed. Postel, can't see himself playing for us. Milton went well. Henderson, thought it was cool. And Jones going to UW. And practice is getting started. So we lost the one that I thought we were really, really close to getting in Tom Jones. Ooh, new rankings just came out too, and Tom Jones just plummeted. So I guess that's not too bad that I lost him, but... Oh, we still have another contact week here. That's good. I thought that was the last one. Okay, so some new guys working their way up. Henderson kept low interest after our visit. That was based on location. Try playing time. Let's see. Dave Hill. Academics. Ashburn. Okay, so here's Milton. We jumped to 5th on Milton's list. And that was with academics, I think. Even though he dropped Tom Jones, number 2 on his list. Obviously, UW's at the top, otherwise he would have signed with us this last week. Oh, and that's an Oregon kid that they poached away from me. Ah, lame. Weaver. UW's got 4 or 5 guys, all the same ones that I'm going after. Alright, let's get in a little bit shorter. So we're looking good on Milton. Going after Henderson. That's a shooting guard, small forward. We've already got a power forward. So we're missing a point guard. I got 2 guys right here. One of them that I've never even had contact with yet. So Ooh, that's the one that looks better too. Let's give Andre more. Please, please, give me your time. Give me your time. Oh. Okay, Ford is Montana. That's not good for location or conference prestige. So I don't like my chances recruiting him. Childress. I've already got a power forward, so I'm going to hold off there. Henderson, we're already going to visit. Where are you from? Hill, California? Ashburn. Here's Sean Bailey from St. Helens, which is just outside of Portland, so that's very close, but let's learn a little bit more about you, huh? Okay, you do care about location and facilities. Let's go ahead and drop an offer in there and give it a shot, huh? Okay, so I've got a scholarship offer somewhere here. Where did it go? Ah, right here. Postel. Academics. Try again there. Okay, now if I still have some time, we need to put in some calls here. And I do have time, so we'll start here with Childress then. And now Ashburn. All right, on to practice.
You have new mail.
And recruiting.
You have new mail. You have new mail.
Okay, lots of new mail. More decisions. Bailey. Going to Provo. BYU. Clifford Henderson. Can't see himself playing for us. Milton. Thought it went really well. Bailey. Doesn't matter. Can't see us. Postel. Henderson's out. Boy, bad week for recruiting. Steele, though, meanwhile, his rank moved up 5 spots. Couple of incidents here, of course, and then back to recruiting. So, Childress, that was one of them, wasn't it? And that was it for the contact period, too, so falling out of that. So let's see here. Where did these guys go? Ford. Oh, now you answer. Okay. Could have used this a week ago. Yeah, especially when you care about location and are from Washington. Okay, so Henderson's out. Ashburn, we're up to number 9 on his list. Bailey's out. And there you go, Milton. Okay, so number 1 on Milton's list. So it looks pretty likely that we could get him. And let's go ahead. Oh, of course, he declines the visit. That's so ridiculous that he We're number 1 on his list, but he doesn't want to come visit us? Really? Okay, so Postel, no longer interested, so we're going to take him off the list. Argent going to Utah. All right, so we get through that first period. Only one verbal, but I think Milton is pretty close. And that'll give us a small forward and a power forward. And that's it for right now. So I need a 1 and a 2 guard. All of these guys are Bs. Let's see here. Defense. Moore's the one that I like. And Lyles, for that matter. They're both good defenders. So let's go for this guy. And then Lyles. There's Lyles. Location, Mount Vernon, Washington. Yes, okay. Watch film. There you go. Alright, well that's the 4 I need. The 5th one's still vacant. We'll leave it as is for right now.
You have new mail.
I would really like if Milton signs soon. Ooh, Lyles going to Utah. So there are guys signing right now. And Lyles was a shooting guard, so I'm going to need a shooting guard. The highest one left. He cares about things that I like. Academics, location. Dave Hill. Let's see. Bees. Defense, no good. Ashburn. Let's learn a little bit more about this guy, huh? Jenkins. Milton, so close. Sign, buddy, sign. Okay, so Lyles is gone. That's a first. No news. Did I have parent? Okay, yeah. Oh, Childress. Childress is gone. Gonna be a bear. Up to number 8 on Ashburn. Okay. Wow, that guy doesn't like anything. Ooh, only 3 choices. One's a JC transfer. And what do we have? Passing, handling, they're pretty balanced. Hill's not as good of a scorer inside or free throw shooter or defender or anything else. So he's down on all that, and that leaves me with 2 pretty close choices in Jenkins and Howard. Yeah, Jenkins you get for longer, so we'll start with him. Even though I don't have anything here. All right. Jenkins. Location, that's good. We're only 1 state over. Academics. Facilities. We've got a real shot on this guy. Let's watch some film on him, make sure. Milton. Sign, buddy. Sign. Let's just give you a call. What can I say? You guys are number 1 on my list. Cool. So, I'm just using all my time. I'm calling you. I'm talking to you. Sign! Sign!
You have new mail. You have new mail. You have new mail.
Okay, that's a lot of new mail. I think part of that's that we're heading into the season, but we'll see. Maybe Milton, get it together. But come on, bud, sign. Give me that verbal. Give me that verbal. That doesn't look like it. Already took care of red shirts, but I am gonna have to do the roster before we get started. We're only gonna just get into the beginning of the season here. Alright, Hill, Clark. Is it just me or is there new rankings again? I think there are. There are. These are guys that I've never called before, suddenly at the top of the list. Yeah, see, I've never even called him before. He was ranked 444 last week. Okay, Milton. Still looking good there. Asper, number 8. Like, his ranking dropped a lot.
You have new mail. You have new mail. You have new mail.
Alright, so we're heading towards the season now. Which means I need to get that depth chart secured. Well, let's take a look at the roster first. So I'm balanced here, other than point guard is very thin. I've got a walk-on in Mike Sims. I'm joining Tyron Hearns, who we signed last season. So I've got a true freshman. It's the only point guard I have after Brian Wormley decided to go to the NBA after just being a one and done. So Hearns, 2 stars, so he's okay. He'll be able to start. Waltman coming in at 1.5 stars is actually going to have to be my backup guard for now, as Perry, the 2 guard. Travis Snow is amazing, 4.5 stars. However, he's ineligible until we can get his GPA up, and actually it's been over a month, so I should probably send him off again to another tutor. Norville is another walk-on. Swift is a freshman. He's redshirting, so I've got Map, and then Small will be the starter there, back at small forward again after playing power forward last year, which means I've got these 2 guys at 2 stars each that are going to be splitting time at power forward, and then I've got McCamey starting at center with Fitz behind him, and Petty is redshirting for this season. Let's take a look at how they're looking now. There you go. Travis Snow, 2.3 GPA already. It's picked up a lot, so he does care about playing. McCamey, meanwhile, though, didn't raise his at all. So Snow, just to be sure, let's give him a call. And 41 days until he's eligible to play, so let's keep up with academics, and let's get you another tutor. And then we'll add a call, and then we're going to call McCamey. There we go. And we'll call McCamey. We're also going to talk to him about academics and tell him to study more. Just make sure he keeps up. He is a senior this year, so all he's got to do is get through this first part of the year, but he's got to keep that GPA up because I cannot afford to have something go bad with him. All right, so on to the depth chart. Let's see if they went with what I want. Hearns, Perry, Small, Anderson, and Fitz. McCamey is not going to be the 6th man this year. He's the starter. There you go. Snow is out for now. Petty and Swift are out for now. So Eisenhower on up are my guys. Eisenhower's definitely got to be further up that list as a 2-star. How's his defense? 29. Map has a 43 on defense. Nice. I like that. Okay, so that means Map, you're definitely going higher on that list. So is Eisenhower, above Regis and Sims walk-ons. Norville as well, though Norville is a pretty decent walk-on. He's going above the freshman Waltman. And he's going above Fitz. Fitz is good at D. All of these backups, so it looks like I'm going to have kind of a 9 or 10-man rotation this year. These guys, yeah, you're not going to play much. Norville, you'll play some. And I have only John Mapp as a backup small forward, so I'll tick that box for you. Waltman, you're my backup point guard, so I need you. Even though your passing's only 18, Norville's a lot better handling the ball than you are. Maybe Norville's going to be good enough to get himself a scholarship. He's not good enough on defense. Oh, Travis Snow, I need you, dude. Alright, let's see here. We need to bring you down. And you. And you. And you. And you guys can stay on a bit longer as you're really good players. And McCamey as well. Okay, rotation. Let's go with AI suggest submatrix only. There we go. So 14 minutes for Waltman. Fitz is getting 10. Eisenhower is getting just 4. Perry 32. Hearns gets 30. Map gets 14. McCamey, that's 30. Small's getting 32. Anderson's getting 30. Snow, right? Nothing right now. And Norvell's getting 4 minutes. And Regis and Sims are each at 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So we'll keep that as it is, and it's time to head into the season. Have I done my recruiting for this week, though? No. No, we've not. Okay. Milton, dude, sign. Come on. Give me that verbal, at least. Sign later. Ooh, did I get through everyone now? Except for Collins? Alright, so I'm into Conference K now. Let's take a look and see. My first game here is versus Coastal Carolina. But we need to take a quick look and see what am I even up against here in Conference K. So we've got Albany. DeLand came up with me. Let's see. Montana State. North Carolina Asheville. Charleston Southern. Charleston. Towson, East Providence, Princeton, Ohio, myself, Bethlehem, Appalachian State, Dallas, Boston, and Arkansas, Little Rock. So, top 4 from last year, we all got through, as I was the conference winner, so it wasn't somebody outside of the top 4. So we've all gone up, and that's DeLand and Appalachian State going up with me again. Alright, so we'll see how we're looking. First game, Coastal Carolina. In terms of time, it's the only game that I'm going to have time for. We'll have to go pretty quick through it, but it looks like we'll at least get the opening week of the season out of the way here. Alright, we get the first bucket of the season already, first to score in the game, but we quickly drop behind 7-2 after scoring first. But now we get things moving a little bit better. Rebounds, our levels so far. Turnovers, we haven't committed one yet, so good delay on that into the season. 7-13 shooting early on puts us ahead by a little bit. But they are 7 of 8 from the free throw line, where I've only had 2 shots. So there's the real difference, even though way ahead on rebounds, and we're pulling away on this one. It's 33-17 already. So Small starting the scoring early here with 10 points already. Perry's got 7 on 3 of 3 shooting and 6 assists for him. Rebounds, Small's got 7 already himself. Eisenhower and Anderson both into the game there. Now we've got Regis into the game before the end of the half already. I guess we're far enough ahead for that. I would have waited until the second half. Hearns, the true freshman, 11 points, 3 boards. He's got himself a little game going. 6 of 8 shooting Cammy finally back in there. He's been out for quite a while. 6 points for him. Just one turnover. That was one problem we had last year. We're up by 20 with 12 to play, so we're looking to cruise. Rebounds have caught up a bit. Turnovers +3 margin, but we're shooting 60% from the field this late in the game. If it weren't for free throws, we'd be ahead by a whole lot more. So Hearns now with 13. Fitz has 12. Great Fitz, 12 points. Great job from them. 6 boards as well. Small finally back in. He hasn't done anything since early in the game. But it's 77-58 with 3 to play, so we're cruising towards that victory. But a few areas look really good, like shooting, but certain other areas, not so good. But there's your final score, 89-64 to open the season, and that's a pretty solid result for us. And let's go ahead and finish out the week. Next up, Texas State on the road. They're not one of the higher ranked teams, but road games are road games. Courtney Perry ended up with 10 assists in that game, and we do lose, so we drop to 1-1 to open the season. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.
You have new mail.